The bifurcation and subsequent organic development of human ego consciousness was a mystery known to the Magi in their earliest days in Egypt. If we look at the intriguing plates in the papyrus of Hunefer, also known as the Scene of Judgment, in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, we will see a cryptic depiction of this phylogenetic evolution from the first part to the fifth. This is a very sacred and enigmatic piece of artwork and has been deeply misunderstood. Its original name was not the Book of the Dead, but the Book of the Coming Forth by Day. This title connotes the rise from Euroboric unconscious existence into the light of consciousness. In front of the Pharaoh, arising out of the waters on which his cubic throne rests, we see a lotus or papyrus shoot. This shoot rises as one, then clearly bifurcates into two, and then further divides into three. And upon these three petals we see the final four. Then, to emphasize the connection to consciousness, the four sons of Horus, or Osiris, are shown standing upon the lotus. They are the final outgrowth of this plant of consciousness. These are four sons. They are the guardians of the directions, the cardinal points. They're not depicted as life-size for the simple reason that they were not meant to represent actual sons of a physical type. They are archetypes, representing the four psychic hemispheres within the being of every man and woman. This famous papyrus, then, shows, among other things, the very origin and nature of the psyche. These secrets were later rediscovered by psychologist and student of alchemy Carl Gustav Jung, and are slightly more familiar to us in the Western world due to his fine work on ancient subjects. In short, the Pharaoh is the fifth element. He sits above the throne of four. He is the result of all that came before. The previous stages may also be described as the mineral, the vegetable, the animal, and the human. And the Pharaoh transcends them all. He is the risen one, the quintessence, the meta-human. This is the reason why he also has his arms crossed in front of him, because he is the quartered one, or the crucified one. Death to the fore and resurrection was known and revered long before the advent of Christianity. The Pharaoh is also the child or son of Egypt. He is the agent of the goddess Maat, who is often seen behind the throne. His throne is the cube, because one of the meanings that the Egyptians wanted to attribute to it was the primordial mother. Salt crystals, which are cuboid, represented the earth mother. Moreover, the sum of the angles of a cube is 270, the exact number of days in pregnancy, or 9 months. So the Pharaoh represents the child Horus, rising out of and administrating for the goddess, that is, for nature. He attains the elusive fifth element because he and the universe are in perfect harmony. Interestingly, a cube, when opened up into its planes, makes a perfect Latin cross. Seen two-dimensionally, the cube describes a perfect hexagram or Star of David. So again we ask, is there any real difference in the image of Christ quartered upon Calvary or the Pharaoh quartered upon his cubic throne? Are we not dealing with one cosmogenic story regardless of the embellishments? The fact that any Orthodox religion had or has any control or hold over the human mind is because it laid its foundations upon that which was anciently known and revered. We should now understand that consciousness has risen through four great stages. It did this sequentially, but with the antecedent levels are not forgotten. They remain intact today. There is consciousness on all levels at once. Each level is essential to the others. Thought is not essentially localized or linear. It is more synthetic and holographic. The mind is like the universe, a superfractal. If you go to the text tour and click on the page entitled The Book of the Dead, you will see some illustrations confirming what we are saying.